Welcome to Anime Stark. Today, we dive into part 1 of an all-new My Hero Academia love story, where sparks fly, chaos reigns, and a certain green-haired hero finds himself in the most dangerous mission yet. Meeting the in-laws. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime what-ifs and fanfics every day. A normal day at the prestigious Japanese Academy, UA. Where tomorrow's heroes study. Class 2A, where our protagonists of the day are in class. Ashawa, tired, well my children, today the class will be a little different. Denki, what do you mean by different? Mineta, scared, it will be an exam. Mina, or is this another one of your jokes? Ashawa, annoyed, silence. Everyone falls silent instantly. Ashawa, it will be about a history work. Everyone would put on a confused face until someone raised their hand. Momo, excuse me sensei, what's different about you? Ashawa, it's about the world's little-known heroes. Kirishima, who? Ashawa, exactly. They'll be in pairs. Ida-sensei. Ashawa, sorry Ida, I'll choose the couples to make sure they put in the effort. Mina, huh? Why? Ashawa, well last time, looking at Mina, you only wrote 400 words in your essay when it was 500 words. Mina, but she only scolds me for 100. Momo-sensei, how will you distribute the couples? Ashawa, the couples are as follows. Denki and Minoru. Shoto and Hanta. Kyoka and Toru. Koji and Mezzo. Mashirai and Ricado. Ochako and Tsuyu. Mina and Tenya. Yuga and Eijiro. Katsuki and Fumikage. Momo and Izuku. Ashawa, those are the pairs. After lunch, I'll tell you which heroes you should investigate. After their teacher gave them the pairs, they would go to the dining room to chat with their respective groups of friends. Tokoyami, I was touched by darkness itself. Denki, I was lucky I got my bro. Sero, no offense, but you and Mineta don't set a good example. Denki, huh? Kirishima, in simple words, they are doomed to fail. Kaminari would panic at that moment. While with the girls. Mina, it's not fair, pouting. Tsuyu, poor Mina, you got Ida. Ribbit. Jiro, knowing what he's like. You're going to need a masseuse for your wrists. Mina, crying comically, oh almighty Arceus help. Uraka, I would have liked to work with Deku. Mina, you say that to be alone with him, smiling. Uraka would turn as red as a tomato, shaking her hands. Uraka, what? No, nothing like that, Deku is just a friend. Mina, raising an eyebrow, clear? Tsuyu, also the lucky one is Yamomo Ribbit. Momo, huh? Lucky. Jiro, of course you have intelligence and Midoriya knows about heroes. Toru, they are the perfect team. Momo, please exaggerate. Toru, we are not exaggerating, Yamomo, it's the truth. Jiro, friend, you should take the praise. Mina, and who knows, maybe something else will be born, winking. Momo, blushing, Mina, I barely know Midoriya. Mina, that's how it always starts, Yamomo. A chestnut felt a small blow to her chest at that possibility but decided to ignore it. While in another group. Ida, I hope Ashido works well. Shoto, we're talking about Ashido, you're lost. Ida, Midoriya, some advice for dealing with Ashido. Izuku, thinking, well when I work with her on the exercises, just let her be. Ida, let her be? Izuku, try to talk to her in a language she understands. Ida, with a hand on his head, I see. Shoto, and some advice for me, Midoriya. Izuku, huh? Don't worry, Todoroki, you'll be fine. I'm more worried about it, it's serious. Shoto, well, that's clear. Time for theories. Ida, here we go again, hitting his forehead with his hand. Shoto, my theory that Ashawa is a vampire. Izuku, Todoroki already. You know that, forget it. After Shoto's strange conversation about Ashawa being a vampire or Ida being related to someone named Sonic, they returned to the classroom to learn the name of the hero they were supposed to investigate. Ashawa, very well. One representative per team, come and take the name for investigation. A team representative would take the name of the document given by their sensei. Kirishima, who is this, okay? Denki, and who the hell is Bumblebee? Ashawa, annoyed, silence, those are very undercooked heroes. Your task, as I already explained, is to make a report on them. Izuku, and when is the delivery, sensei? Ashawa, it's for next month. You'd better start right away, getting into his bag, and you can leave now. The students walked straight to their dorms, while some looked at some names in confusion. Mina, how the hell are we going to investigate this? Jiro, I doubt there are any traces of them online. Momo, who touched you? Jiro, such a mess. And you? Momo, a team called Zero. Izuku, excited, Team Zero was a great team of heroes, who fought and prevented many disasters over there in the USA. Toru, Baya ya Momo, you hit the jackpot. Jiro, hey Midoriya, do you know where I can look for information about this confusion? Izuku, with a hand on his chin, I think I have some notes in my hero notebooks. Jiro, great, could you lend me the? Izuku, sure. Mina, and if we make a work group? Momo, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Kirishima, did they say task force? Can I join? Mina, of course, the more the better. After some of the groups decided to work together, everyone had already arrived at the dorms. Momo, okay, I'll go make some tea. You guys get the things we'll need ready. Izuku, I'll go get my notes. Jiro, bring the leaves. Uraka, I'll set the table. Ida, I'll make sure I have all the necessary support materials. The group had already prepared the dining room. Izuku already brought some notebooks. Izuku, well, here are what I have of the heroes. Kirishima, bro, thank you very much. Mina, and Aoyama? Kirishima, according to him, this doesn't make him shine. Momo, leaving the kitchen with the tea, typical of him. Ida, I'll reprimand him later. The group takes a notebook where the information of their heroes was. As they progressed, thanks to the information from their friend, it was easy to find more information online. Tsuyu, who would have thought the Plumber brothers were so smart? Uraka, but her quirk not being very effective in certain situations is interesting. Kirishima, lucky you, mine is a hero whose quirk is confusing. Jiro, what is confusing is understanding and not understanding is understanding. Momo, huh? And that Kyoka? Jiro, it's a quote from the confused hero. Mina, how wise. Ours only hits and then responds. Ida, what did you expect with the name that was given? Momo, and what is it? Ida, Wolverine. Thus passed the afternoon. Eventually, each group would leave, exhausted, leaving only Kirishima, Uraka, Tsuyu, Momo, and Izuku. Uraka, yawning, I think that's enough for today. Tsuyu, I agree ribbit. Kirishima, stretching and yawning, I think that's enough for today. The trio retires to their rooms. Uraka, good night Deku and Yamomo. Izuku, good night Uraka. Momo, good night. Kirishima/Tsuyu, good night. Izuku and Momo continued working a little longer when they saw the time on their phones. Momo, wow, it's already 12 a.m. I think we should leave it there. Izuku, yawning, you're right. Izuku picks up the notebooks to go put them away. Momo, let me help you. Izuku, don't worry, I can do it. Momo, Midoriya, I insist, after all you helped a lot by lending your notes. Izuku was going to refuse, but Momo had already taken a group of notebooks and walked to the elevator. Izuku simply took what was left and headed in her direction. Upon reaching his room, he opened it and couldn't defeat Momo. Izuku, leave them here, pointing to his desk. Momo, wow, I forgot you had a lot of All Might figures. Izuku, saddened, yes, I know it's because I'm a big fan. Momo, giggles, it shows. After leaving the notebooks on the desk, Momo notices some books on a shelf. Momo, do you like to read? Izuku, yes, but there are some that I still can't get. Momo, and what do you have so far? Izuku, well, what I have are my future daughters, the melody I love the most, Parallel Futures, and the lives of Pen and Sashi. Momo, wow, those are very good titles. Izuku, yes, but there are some that I still can't get. Momo, like which one? Izuku, one I've wanted to read is An Unforgettable Summer. Momo, I have a copy. Izuku, excited, could you really lend me the? Momo, I think I have a copy. What do you think if we read it together? Izuku, nervous, together? Momo, of course, I wouldn't mind. Izuku, well, if you say so. Momo, perfect, what do you think about tomorrow? Izuku, it's fine by me. Momo, well, it's a date. So Momo leaves the green-haired man's room, closing the door for later. Izuku, red like tomato, wait, he said, quote, what just happened? Well, he wasn't the only one in the room, a certain brunette was covering her face in shame. Momo, what did I just do? I asked Midoriya out on a date. Momo would throw herself on the bed to cover her blush with the pillow. Momo, well, it's not that he's bad, is it? Momo would touch her heart, which just thinking about being with Midoriya alone made it speed up. That night Momo Yaoiruzu couldn't stop thinking about a certain green-haired girl. And with Izuku, well, let's just say that just thinking that he would be with a girl made him redder than a boiled tomato. Another day at UA, the sun is shining and our group of aspiring heroes are in class with their sensei in their everyday humor. Ashawa, annoyed, and that's how the heroic law was created. Questions? Everyone raises their hand. Ashawa, no, fine, let's continue. Everyone, take your suits. It's time to train. Denki, what kind of training? Ashawa, smiling, it will be fun. Now with everyone in their costumes, they were on the Gamma stage for their exercise. Momo, what kind of training will we have, sensei? Ashawa, well, there will be fights. Ida, it will be against ourselves. Ashawa, something like that. It will be the same teams from the works. Everyone is formed in the work teams. Momo, very well Midoriya, let's try hard. Izuku, okay, you are the best. Ashawa, I almost forgot, his opponent will be. He couldn't finish because a bunny-eared Alvina fell from the sky. Mirko, snapping his fingers, very well brats, who goes first? Midoriya, we're done. Ashawa, sigh, you had to wait for me to introduce you. Mirko, I'm sorry Ashawa, I'm not one to wait. Ashawa, anyway, who wants to go first? Everyone takes a step back except for a couple of idiots who had been chatting. Denki, why did they give a? They felt death on their necks, both turned around. Mirko, I hope they're not weaklings. Mineta/Denki, swallowing. After a few minutes each team was dropping like flies, leaving only one, the vice presidents and problem boy. Momo, that was horrible. Izuku, they didn't have a chance. They watch as the robots carry the class president on a stretcher with his suit all torn to pieces and all beaten up. Mirko, I didn't even feel that. Ashawa, your offspring are weaklings. Momo, creating a bar, we are still here. Izuku, that's right, activating one for all. Izuku launches himself at Mirko, who uses her arms to avoid the blow. Momo would attack with her bar but fails as Mirko throws Izuku on top of her, knocking them both down. Momo, rubbing his head, ouch. Izuku, she's too fast. Momo, I think I have an idea. Izuku, I hear you. Mirko, hey lovebirds, are you giving up now or what? Momo, of course not. Izuku, a hero does not give up even if adversity is against him. Mirko, smiling, that's how you talk. Izuku activated his power at 10% and launched himself at her. He attempted to kick her, but one of her intercepted him. They stayed like that for 10 minutes. Mirko, do you really think you'll beat me at my own game? Izuku, no. He's just buying time. Momo throws several Matryoshka dolls at Mirko, which explode, scything the rabbit to pieces. Izuku takes advantage and kicks the heroine in the abdomen, sending her flying. Izuku, we did it. I didn't finish speaking as the heroine launched herself at Midoriya like a bullet and kicked him tremendously. She sent him flying to where Momo was, embedding him in a wall. Mirko, not bad, not bad. Ashawa, I think you went too far. Mirko, huh? I only used 5%. Ashawa, annoyed, that's 5. After a while, everyone was in the infirmary, many with bumps, bruises, and even scratches. Recovery girl, that bunny went too far, I'll ask for a raise. Ida, in shock, kicks, punches help. Denki, I saw my life pass by. When did I go out with someone named Akari? Momo waking up from her strong shock. Momo, huh? Recovery girl, good to see you awake. Momo, where is Midoriya? Recovery girl, he is recovering from the blow. Momo, worried, something happened to him, is it serious perhaps? Recovery girl, calm down girl, you just need a rest, that's all. Momo, can I see it? Recovery girl, it would be better if you didn't try hard for now, but if you want to see him, I won't stop you. Momo gets up from the stretcher where Midoriya is, who was just starting to wake up and seeing Momo. Izuku, huh? I'm in heaven. Momo, giggles, no silly you're still here. Izuku, well, like my angel. I thought. Momo blushes at her classmate's compliment. Momo, what do you really think? Izuku, realizing what he said, tries to explain so there are no misunderstandings. Izuku, blushing, I mean. It's not that you're. Well. Yes. But. Momo, giggles, calm down, I appreciate the compliment. Izuku, sure, it's just that, I didn't mean for it. Momo, don't worry. Izuku, and we won? Momo, we weren't crushed. But we lasted longer. Izuku, well, we were fighting with a top 5 heroine, Mirko, we barely had a chance. Momo, yes, that's true. So tonight's still on. Well, if you want. Izuku, well. Yes, of course. Momo, smiling sweetly, how good, you should rest. Izuku, I can barely feel my legs and chest, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Momo, it's not like it's an isekai. They both laughed at the bad joke. They spent a good time in the infirmary. After everyone left, they walked to the dorms to rest from the beating they'd received in the common room. Uraka, I can't feel my face. Tsuyu, with tongue out, ribbit. Tokoyami, I'm just glad to be alive. Bakugo, say it for yourself, bird. Ida, hey, what about Yaoiruzu? Mina, she said she wanted to rest for a while in her room. Uraka, and I haven't seen Deku either. Toru, he said he was going to ask Momo for a book. Mina, with a mischievous smile, or maybe they are alone, you know. Uraka, red like a traffic light, what? Not that. Ida, Ashido. Midoriya isn't capable of such things, moving his arms as usual. Mina, shrugging, oh maybe he's just talking. Uraka, Mina, those jokes are in bad taste. Mina, giggles, are you sure it was a joke? While in the vice president's room. Momo, good, what do you think? Izuku, the plot is a bit old-fashioned but the writer knows how to make it not so predictable. Momo, yes, it's true that since it's based on summer love, I wonder if it's just temporary. Izuku, I'm surprised by your collection, it's incredible. Momo, this is nothing compared to my parents. Izuku, really? Momo, this is barely a splinter compared to theirs. Izuku, wow. You know, it's good to find someone to talk to about this. I mean besides my mom. Momo, really? Izuku, well, I wasn't the most popular, so to speak. Momo, and tell me what kind of readings you read. Izuku, well, I always liked mystery, romance, and when I had it, I liked horror. Momo, terror? Izuku, only on rare occasions on Halloween, you know, by theme. Momo, well, I also like mystery and romance. Of course, fantasy too. Izuku, I hardly read fantasy because I haven't found a topic that catches my attention yet. Momo, I can help you. Izuku, really? Momo, if I were to go to the bookstore this Saturday, maybe you could find something you like. Izuku, I don't know, I don't want to cause problems. Momo, don't worry, there's no problem. So they spent the night reading the book and when bedtime approached Izuku was already leaving. Izuku, well, I better go to my room before Ida starts with his sermons. Momo, giggles, yes you should relax. Izuku, you know, I would like to repeat it. Momo, huh? Izuku, you know the piece of reading is relaxing, not having to listen to Kachan's incessant screams. Momo, what do you think if we have a reading club? Izuku, not bad. But there are only 2 of us. Momo, we could ask if anyone else wants to join. Izuku, well, not bad. See you on Saturday then. Momo, it's even Saturday. When Izuku left, Momo would blush when she remembered what he said to her. Momo, but what? Maybe. Did I fall in love with Midoriya? While with Izuku. Izuku, what, did I do? Do I have another date? Another day at the UA this time this week was somewhat tense as they still had said heroic work to do. While some anti-women spoke in the room. Denki, you know that Bumblebee is a beauty. Mineta, she's really pretty. Gets elbowed hard. Until a pair of jacks are nailed into them, knocking them to the ground. Jiro, perverts. Sato, the work is about his heroism, not his. Jiro, what's up? Pointing at Jack. Sato, his appearance in an unmanly way. Jiro, I agree. The day was quiet. Momo and Ida were talking about the materials and things of their position as presidents. Some watched TV as girls. Toru, hey, this may be a silly question, but why does the coyote never catch the bird? Jiro, could it be because it's bad? Mina, it must be because he's not smart. Tsuyu, the poor guy has no luck. Uraka, maybe because of a lack of buying quality products. Momo arrives at her friend's place to see what they are doing. Momo, they are watching cartoons. Toru, yes. Hey Momo, do you know why the coyote never catches the bird? Momo, huh? Really Toru? Momo watches on TV as the poor animal drops a stone on him and the bird laughs and leaves. Momo, I think the bird is bad. Denki appears to answer. Denki, it's simple, the poor guy is hungry. Mineta appears with a question that would leave you thinking. Mineta, but if you have money to buy a catapult, why don't you buy pizza? Everyone is left thinking about what the Unpalampa said. Uraka, hey, do you know if Deku is back? Maybe he'll help us with this. Momo, he told me he would train until late. While on the beach, a skeleton is seen training his disciple. All Might, very well young Midoriya, you have improved a lot. Izuku, exhausted, thanks my limit is 25% so far. All Might, keep going young man, see you next week. Izuku, thanks, All maybe I can ask you a question. All Might, go ahead, which question? Izuku, these days I've felt a strange feeling. All Might feeling has to do with Ofa? Izuku, huh? No, none of that has to do with a girl. All Might, oh that. And what is it that you feel? Izuku, well, I don't know how to explain. My nerves are easing, but when I talk, I feel like my tongue is tangling, and I say things like, All Might, what do you mean? Izuku, whispering, like, exit. All Might, sorry you said. Izuku exit. All Might be amazed how his disciple told him that. All Might, placing his hand on his chin, young man, what you are describing to me is love. Izuku, what? All Might, yes love. Izuku, nervous, no, it couldn't be love, could it? All Might, you'll have to find out for yourself. Izuku, and how? All Might, just follow your heart, it will give you the answer. Izuku takes his things to leave the place, leaving All Might alone on the beach. All Might, I'm glad you at least find happiness and don't make my mistakes. Suddenly All Might see a curtain of sand in the distance as if someone was running at accelerated speed. All Might, wait, that's it. Before he could say anything, a certain adult heroine passes by, stopping dead in its tracks. Midnight, where is it? All Might, who? Midnight, shaking All Might, my instincts tell me there's love blossoming. All Might, dizzy Nemuri, stop shaking me. While back at the UA, the conversation seemed to have become more intense. Bakugo, it's easy, idiots, it's stupid, dog is a loser in there. Shoto, I think he had a bad childhood. I investigated and his father was stupid. Ida, it's out of principle, the coyote just wants to prove his worth to his enemy. Izuku arrived and saw his classmates arguing. Izuku, what did I miss? Shoji, discussing something about a cartoon. Izuku, really? Well, I'll go take a shower. While in Momo's room. Momo, what do you think of this one? Showing a lavender shirt. Jiro, too loud. Momo throws the shirt on the bed and looks for another one. Jiro, why are you so nervous? Momo, I'm going out and I want to look good. Jiro, go out? What are you worried about? You'll be with a guy. Momo, blushing, well. Yes. Jiro, impressed, and who is the lucky one? Momo, reddening as much as possible, I don't know if I should tell you. Jiro, come on, I'm your best friend. Momo sighs to calm her nerves. Momo, it's Midoriya. Jiro, surprised, the cinnamon roll. Momo, nods, Jiro, if you know that Uraka. Momo, I know but I still don't know what I feel. Jiro, well, when you find out what it is, you'd better talk to her. Momo, when I know what I feel, I will do it. Jiro gets out of bed and goes to his friend's closet. Jiro, I may not know anything about fashion. But I know you, and Midoriya doesn't care what you wear. Momo, are you sure? Jiro, yes, but that still doesn't mean you can't show off. While with Midoriya. Izuku, note to buy clothes that don't have an All Might theme, there should be something here. Izuku finds a pair of blue jeans and an emerald green t-shirt with a black jacket. Izuku, perfect. Thanks, Mom. A voice is heard in the distance. You're welcome, baby. Izuku recognized that voice and wondered how he heard it. Izuku, how come? Izuku goes down the stairs and sees in the living room how the discussion became more intense. Tokoyami, it's because the bird is smarter. Aoyama, but if he were smart, why doesn't he talk? Sato, but instead of spending money on machines, why not on food? Mineta, that's what I said. Uraka, but your economy doesn't allow you to buy it. Bakugo, I already told you he's an idiot. Kirishima, I think it's manly how he doesn't give up. Izuku would have a drop of sweat in pure anime style. Momo comes down the stairs wearing short shorts that reached her knees with a sleeveless white shirt and a red sweater. Momo, and how do I look? Izuku, like an angel, you look beautiful. Momo blushes slightly at his compliment. Momo, thank you very much. We're leaving. Izuku, sure, but what about them, pointing to his teammates. Momo, don't worry, Ida will take care of it. Ida, I heard the coyote is just testing products and that's why. Toru, false, if that were the case, I would pay him and live better. Momo, we'd better go before this gets worse. Izuku, I agree. The couple leaves quietly while their classmates were still arguing about it. After they left the UA, they would take the subway to go to their destination. Izuku, okay Momo, where is the place? Momo, it's a library where I go to relax when the stress of being vice president gets to me. Izuku, that much? Momo, sighing, well Ida is good but relaxing wouldn't hurt him. Izuku, I agree. After a short trip to the city center they arrive at a humble bookstore. Momo, here it is ready to expand your collection. Izuku, well I think so if my money is enough. Momo, don't worry, if you can't pay, I'll help you. Izuku, I wouldn't want to take advantage of ya Momo. Momo, don't worry, there's no problem. Izuku, I don't think it's fair. How about I pay you back by returning the favor? Momo, fine if you insist. But I'll still help you if you need to pay, okay? Izuku, it's a deal. The couple enters the small bookstore. Izuku, how come? Momo, sighing, I love this piece. An old man with a canine appearance welcomes them. Momo, how have you been Mr. Dogday? Dogday, yes, she is my best client, how are you? Momo, very well, you know the usual stuff. The old man sees the young man who accompanied his best client. Dogday, hello young man, are you? Izuku, my name is Izuku Midoriya, bowing. Dogday, wow, Mrs. Yaoiruzu, I didn't know you had already settled down. Izuku/Momo, huh? Dogday, chuckles, I mean I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Izuku and Momo would turn into boiled tomatoes. Momo, no, Vios. Izuku, no. We're just friends. Dogday, I see. But you know, you'd make a cute couple. So, what do you want to find this time? Momo, actually my friend wanted to see what I found that caught his attention. Dogday, well, go ahead, explore the store and see what catches your eye. The older man leaves, leaving the couple alone. Momo, sorry, it's usually a little. Izuku, you know it's very nice. Momo, that's right, she knows how to please people, she reminds me of you. Izuku, me? Momo, of course, always bringing a smile in difficult times. Izuku scratches the back of his neck knowing that he was right about his statement. The couple begins to search the shelves for something that catches their attention. Izuku, did you find anything? Momo, I still haven't found anything that calls me. Momo was searching through a fantasy-themed bookshelf until she found one. Momo, Crimson Scales? While Izuku finds a title in the mystery area. Izuku, born or created? Interesting. They both go to the counter to pay for both books. Dog Day, let's see what they chose. What good titles? Born or created and Crimson Scales. Momo, do you know what they're about? Dog Day, well. In order not to plunder Crimson Scales, it is about a dragon and born or created from an android. Izuku, interesting. Dog Day, smiling, I hope you like it. It's a total of €35. Izuku, well, me. Momo, Izuku, I'll pay. Remember we already made a deal. Izuku, sighing, okay. Dog Day, not to be what they say they seem to be, you know Mrs. Yaoiruzu, I have something that might interest you. The old man takes a somewhat worn, dark brown leather book from the counter. Momo, wow, it looks very old. Dog Day, yes, it was mine, but now it's yours. Izuku, sir, we can't accept it. Dog Day, take it as a gift. Momo takes the book but sees that it has no name. Dog Day, if you ask for the name you'll have to guess it. Izuku, guess it? Dog Day, that story, very few manage to guess the title. Momo, and you guessed it? Dog Day, chuckles, no, but my wife and I had fun guessing. Momo, oh, but how sweet. Izuku, but sir. This book must be very important to you, wouldn't you rather give it to a relative? Dog Day, calm down, boy. I feel in my bones that you two should have the book. Momo/Izuku, we. Dog Day, smiling, I'd be happy to see how much of a connection that is. Momo, blushing, connection. Izuku, red, I waited alone. Dog Day, yeah, just friends, I'm just playing. The couple leaves the store somewhat blushing. Momo, sorry about the no. Izuku, don't worry, there's no problem. Momo, do you think they've already finished their discussion? Izuku, I'm sure Ida should have calmed them down. While in the 2A dormitories. Ida, dressed as a gladiator, I already told you it's your job. Bakugo, armed with a broom as a spear, I already said he's a loser. Mineta, with a bucket as a helmet and fork in hand, massacre. Uraka, dressed as Xena, I already said that the money is not enough. You can see how all the students enter into a pitched battle and everything is observed by Jiro hidden on the sofa. Jiro, this is out of control. Back with our partner. Momo, but there's no hurry. Do you want to eat something? Izuku, you know what? And I'll return the favor. Momo, there's no need to do it now. Izuku, I insist and I won't accept a no. Momo, how can you be cute and firm when speaking you win? Izuku smiles in a way that almost makes Momo assure that she saw a rainbow coming out of there. Momo, how cute, very good Izuku guide. Izuku, nervous, did you call me by my name? Momo, well, if I call you by your name, you do it by mine, right? Izuku, nervous, are you sure? Momo, smiling, of course, after all we are not friends. Izuku, still with his nerves on edge, accepts. Izuku, nervous, well. Follow me. Izuku offers his hand which Momo takes. Both feel as if a current runs through them, their hearts beat almost 1,000 times an hour, blushing the pair which walked without looking at each other for a while, until they reached a restaurant that Momo had never seen. Momo, I've never heard of this place? Izuku, just like you have your corner of peace, I come here when stress gets to me. Momo, are you stressed? Izuku, even I deserve a place to relax. Momo, giggles, it's true. Momo sees the title of the place again. Momo, the Happy Panda. Izuku, I know it's something simple that you're used to if you want. Momo, no, don't worry, I've always wanted to see what these places are like. Besides, if I'm with you, I don't care at all. But what am I thinking? Izuku, well, after you hate what am I doing? I invited her to eat, maybe. I am. Momo, thank you very much. Upon entering, they are greeted by an employee wearing a black t-shirt with a white stripe, black pants, and a cap with little ears to simulate a panda. Welcome to Happy Panda. The couple takes one of the tables in the establishment while they wait for their menu to be brought to them. Momo, it's a nice place, it looks very comfortable. Izuku, that's why I love this place. An employee with a uniform of short orange hair down to the neck arrives to serve them. Employee, sorry for the wait, can I Izuku, how are you? Izuku, Vicky, are you working today? Vicky, yes, you already know, saving for college. Momo, do you know her, Midoriya? Izuku, she is Vicky, an old friend I met when I was training at the gym. Vicky, I'm glad you're not breaking anymore. Izuku, are you going to continue with that? Vicky, whatever. You want the usual, I guess? Izuku, let it be a double portion. Vicky, writing in her notebook, okay, double portion of wings for you and your girlfriend. Izuku, red like traffic light, wait, she's just a friend. Momo, equally red but covering her face with both hands. Vicky, of course, friends, winking. The young woman leaves a couple of tomatoes on the table. Momo, but why did I get so excited when he said that? Izuku, I'm Momo's boyfriend, I say she's beautiful, intelligent, a girl who helps others without asking for anything, and her smile makes my heart dance and... Wait, what am I thinking? There was a somewhat awkward silence until Mono decided to break the silence. Momo, so wings. Izuku, believe me, when you try them you will be fascinated. Momo, and what does that mean about breaking you? Izuku, scratching his head, well, because of what happened at the first year festival. Momo, that's it, God, remembering that makes me worry too much. Yes, I got scared that day. Izuku, why? Momo, really? You broke both of your arms and not seeing that smile would upset me, you scared everyone. Izuku, at least it doesn't happen to me anymore. Momo grabs Izuku's cheek, pulling it in a scolding manner. Momo, you don't become reckless if you hurt yourself. I don't know what I would do as vice president, I will reprimand you. Izuku, with pain, okay, Yaoiruzu, don't worry, I promise. Momo lets go of her cheek. Momo, you know, you can call me by my name. Izuku, sure? Momo, of course, we've known each other for a year. Izuku, okay, yeah, Oyo. I mean Momo. Momo was happy to hear that. Momo dinaba Izuku. After a while, Vicky arrives with 2 plates of wings and garlic and tomato sauce and a couple of soft drinks. Vicky, enjoy it, leaving the pair alone. Momo tries one of the garlic ones, fascinated by its flavor. Momo, it's delicious. Izuku, how cute, it's like seeing a little girl. Wait, I told you. Momo, eating another. Izuku is touched by how Momo tests them as if she were a little girl, giving him a trademark smile. Momo, I understand why goods. They both eat. After eating, Vicky would appear. Vicky, here's the account, couple of lovebirds. Izuku, blushing, Vicky already. Vicky, sneaking in a defiant look, keep denying it and there will be more. Izuku sees the bill and sees that the price was less than he thought. Izuku Ola thought that. Vicky, you saw luck today, there was a discount for couples. Izuku, but what are you doing now? Vicky looks at him with a freezing gaze. Momo just laughs at his friend and decides to save him. Momo, if Vicky we are a couple, then leave it. Izuku Momo, wait for that. Vicky, I knew it. See, me, you're not fooling me. Izuku, sighing, it's impossible to talk to you when you're like this. Vicky, take care of him, he can be an idiot sometimes. Izuku, hello. The couple leaves the premises and decides to walk to the train station to go to the UA. Night falls along the paths lit by a full moon. Izuku, why did you tell him that? Momo, well, I saw you in trouble and she reminds me of Mina when she gets like that. Izuku, I know, but now when I go to eat, he'll ask me about dating stuff. Momo, what bothers you? Izuku thought he said something wrong and trying to fix it. Izuku, nervous, no, you are beautiful and smart and a great friend, anyone would be happy to have you as a girlfriend, but me. Momo, what about you? Izuku, dejected, well, I'm a loser, who would want to be with me? Momo stops dead in her tracks and grabs Midoriya by both cheeks to make him look into her eyes. Momo, listen carefully, Izuku. You're not a loser. You're someone who sacrifices everything to help others. You're strong, kind, and a great person. Izuku, but who? Momo, anyone would want to be with Taigo if they can't see it, they are the problem, not you. After releasing Midoriya, he changed from a gloomy mood to his typical smile. Izuku, thank you very much, Momo. Momo, slight blush, nothing. They both took the train that took them near the UA, where they continued their walk in a silence that was not uncomfortable but comforting. When they arrived at their bedrooms, they were surprised to see how the living room was destroyed. Momo, what the hell happened here? Izuku, it seems there was a war. Momo, annoyed, I'll talk to Ida tomorrow about this. They both take the elevator to go to their rooms. When they got off the elevator, Izuku decides to accompany Momo to her room. Momo, Izuku wasn't necessary. Izuku, Mom always says that a gentleman escorts a lady home. Momo, giggles, I'm glad chivalry isn't dead. Momo takes her books before entering so that Izuku only takes his. Izuku, and what do we do with the one the owner gave us? Momo, do you think we should read it together? Izuku, smiling, I would like. Momo smiles with happiness for spending more time with Izuku. Momo, well, see you tomorrow. Izuku, see you tomorrow. Momo leans in slightly and kisses Izuku on the cheek, leaving him so red he was steaming from his ears. Momo quickly enters his room, touching his heart. Meanwhile, a certain green-haired man walks automatically to his room, and upon entering, he can only say one thing.
Izuku, I kiss a girl, I think I'm in love.
While with the vice president. Momo, touching her chest, I hate I'm in love with Izuku. A light turns on revealing a purple-haired girl waiting for her on the bed. Jiro, so what do you feel? Momo, Kyoka, I think I like Izuku Midoriya. Jiro, with a slight smile. The next day you see how the whole class was scolded by their caterpillar mother for yesterday's mess. Ashawa, annoyed, how did they end up destroying the room? Shoto, it was for a very important issue. Ashawa, raised an eyebrow, and it was? Ida, why doesn't the coyote catch the bird? Ashawa broke off the study discussion and then looked at them with pity and disappointment. Ashawa, just for this you will clean and fix everything broken, except Jiro, Yaoyuruzu and Midoriya since they did not participate. Mineta, but Jiro did participate, sensei. Jiro, I was just talking, you guys had a pitched battle. Mineta, but. Ashawa, activating his quirk silence. Everyone stays quiet. Ashawa, I hope you don't have plans for today. Everyone grumbles and enters the bedrooms to start cleaning, except for 3 young people. Jiro, okay ya Momo, I'm leaving. Momo, where to? Jiro, I'm going to see my parents, take care of yourselves. As he walks away he winks at her, leaving a slightly blushing Momo. Momo, hey Midoriya, do you have any plans for today? Izuku, I was thinking of going to train, do you want to join me? Gosh, I did it again. Momo, with a smile, if I wanted to improve my hand-to-hand combat a little. Izuku, how cute. As they both walked towards the exit, Shoto called Midoriya. Shoto, Midoriya, could you come here for a moment? Izuku, huh? Momo, go, I'll wait for you at the exit. Izuku walks towards Shoto to see why he was calling him. Izuku, what's up Todoroki? Shoto, I just came to give you this, handing him a wad of bills. Izuku, Todoroki. What is this? Shoto, something for your date. Izuku, red as strawberry, quote. No, it's not just. Shoto, you're not fooling me, Midoriya. It seems you like Momo. Izuku, crimson red, what, can you tell? Shoto, nothing escapes Shot Detective. Izuku, _ of course. Shoto, also, my duty as a godfather is to help. Izuku, have you already declared yourself godfather? Shoto, of course I doubt that Bakugo will accept or not. Izuku, thinking, you're not right. Izuku takes the money but promises Shoto that he would return it. Shoto, don't worry, you don't need to give it back to me. Izuku, but. Shoto, just make Yaoyuruzu happy and with it you will return the favor. Izuku, okay. Izuku retreats to catch up with Momo at the exit. While a certain violet-haired girl comes out of a nearby bush and heard everything. Jiro, godfather, huh? Shoto, and what are you doing here? Jiro, well I was going to give the cinnamon roll some advice but you won. Shoto, well, should the godfather be the advisor or not? Jiro, no, Todoroki, it's the godmother's duty, pointing at herself. Shoto, have you already named yourself a godmother? Jiro, raising an eyebrow, and you didn't name yourself the godfather. Shoto touche. While outside the UA, Momo waited excitedly for her future boyfriend. Momo, okay, Momo, when the time comes, I'll ask him. I just hope he tells the same thing. Izuku goes to greet Momo, taking her out of her world. Izuku, sorry for the delay. Momo, and what did Todoroki want? Izuku, just give me something. Momo, something? Izuku, yes, I'll tell you later. As the couple left the UA, they felt a slight chill. Momo, weird, hey Izuku, don't you feel like someone is watching you? Izuku, yes, but it feels like it's just out of curiosity. Momo, yes, as if he just liked to see us and that's it. While from the teacher's meeting office, a heroine for adults can be seen observing with binoculars. Midnight, excited, oh, young love, how it excites me. Cements, Namuri, what are you looking at? Power loader, is it that day every year? Midnight watched Asu's companions to respond. Midnight, they are beautiful, love. All teachers, yes, it's one of those days. Vlad, and who is the lover? Ashawa, problem boy and the vice president. Vlad, really him? All Might, apparently young Midoriya was shot. Vlad, I don't know, she seems out of reach to me. Midnight, there are no rules in love Vlad, and if you'll excuse me. The adult heroine runs away like a flash, leaving artifacts for her companions. Ectoplasm, where does it go? Ashawa, sighs, he's going to do his thing again. Rikovairi arrives after seeing Namuri running down the hallway. Rikovairi girl, I guess it's those days, right? Everyone nods. All Might, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Present Mike, knowing her sooner or later she would realize. Ashawa, better them than me. Nezu enters the office since he was a little late. Nezu, sorry for the delay. Ashawa is waiting for you outside. Ashawa, confused who? Nezu, the joke heroine. Ashawa, scared internally, Namuri. While. Jiro Ola, aren't you supposed to clean with the others? Shoto, leave a substitute. In the bedrooms. Bakugo, damn half, stop idling and come help. You can see a stick with a ball for a head with a badly drawn face with a wig held by a wooden base to make it look like it is standing. Ida Todoroki not answering is not heroic. Back with the duo. Jiro, and why are you here? Shoto, easy, I came to see the same thing as you. Jiro, and that's it? Shoto, see if he declares himself. Jiro touche. While a certain couple. Momo, and where are we going? Izuku, well the gym is not far away. Momo, I'll be honest, I've never seen you go to a gym. I thought you trained outdoors. Izuku, sometimes I come when I need to improve certain skills. They both arrive at the gym for their training session without knowing that 3 curious people are watching them hidden in the corner. Jiro, a gym? Shoto, as Kirishima would say, how manly. The couple enters the gym to train a little. Momo, Izu, I don't. Izuku, don't worry, you can buy one over there, pointing to a small store where they sold sportswear. Momo, and you? Izuku, I already have something here in a locker. Izuku was going to change in the locker room and go buy something for the store. Momo, he asked me if I opened something in my size. An employee arrives to help her. Employee, hello, can I help you, young lady? Momo, I was looking for something like that but nothing provocative. The employee thinks until he takes a set and gives it to you. Employee, this is perfect for you. The changing rooms are in the back. Momo goes to the back to change, shortly after she sees herself in the mirror showing a sleeveless sports shirt and short shorts that showed her legs in all their splendor, being gray in color. Momo, I think it's too much. She goes out to run into Izuku, who is wearing a green t-shirt with black shorts, who looks at her in amazement. Izuku, oh my god. What am I thinking? Izuku looks away to avoid thinking about unholy things. Momo, Izuku, are you okay? Izuku, nervous, yes. Yes. Yes, I say. Momo, giggles, okay, so what do we start with? Izuku calms down a bit to look at Momo. Izuku, well, what do you think if we start with the sack? Both go to where the sack is, Izuku would hold it. Izuku, very well, Momo, I want to see how you fight. Momo starts throwing several punches and kicks at the bag without much experience. Izuku observes where he needs to improve. Izuku, okay Momo, I see that you lack some experience in combat. Momo, I almost never needed it, but what do you think should improve? Izuku, you must first learn to box to deliver faster punches and be more flexible to land more accurate kicks. Momo, wow really? Izuku, but it will take time and effort. Momo with a determined look looks at Izuku. Momo, go ahead, teach me, teacher. Izuku, well, first there will be resistance, placing both hands on his waist. Both go on various machines to train from the bike to the weights, stopping to rest a little. Momo, tired, how do you endure this punishment? Izuku, smiling, you get used to it. He offers her a little water, which she drinks as if it were the last thing in the world. Izuku, calmly. Momo, after drinking, refreshing. A couple of men arrive at the couple's place, a blonde man as muscular as All Might and a shorter-looking dark-haired man. H1, hey, darling, what a beauty like you doing here. H2, you don't want to be with real men instead of this little guy. Momo, excuse me, but I can hang out with whoever I want. H1, come on, you'll have fun. The man was about to take Momo's arm when someone grabbed his wrist and squeezed it. H1:ah. Izuku, you heard the lady. H2:ola dwarf. He was going to hit him but Izuku grabs his wrist and squeezes it anyway. H2:ah. Izuku, what's wrong? I've only used 2%. H1, let me go, dwarf. Izuku, of course, when they apologize. H2, if you think that. Izuku tightens his grip. H1/H2: okay sorry. Izuku releases both men who leave the place rubbing their wrists. Momo, thanks Izuku. Izuku, nothing, these kinds of people bother me a lot. Momo, and you say it, they really thought that because I had muscles I would be interested. Izuku, and what is it that attracts you? Momo, well, you idiot people like you, humble, sincere, gentlemen and everyone to see him smile. Izuku, does he like it? Thanks, scratching the back of his neck, hey I think you want to eat a lot for today. Momo, smiling while putting her hands together, seems fine to me, just leave me. Izuku, don't worry, I'll pay for the suit and I asked the owner to reserve a locker for you. Momo, Izuku, you shouldn't have. Izuku, no problem, after all I'm going to train you, right? Momo smiles sweetly at him making Izuku blush a little. Izuku, well. The showers are over there so. They both go their separate ways to take a short shower to leave the gym, all while being watched by a couple and a teacher from a distance. Shoto, points for being a guardian. Jiro, he knows he can defend himself, but when he needs to, that gives him more points. Sensei appears, scaring both of them. Midnight, how cute. While hugging herself. Shoto sensei in what? Midnight, call it sixth sense. Jiro, okay let's go they're leaving us. The trio follows them without them noticing while the couple walked calmly. Momo, I can't feel my arms. Izuku, don't worry, you'll soon get used to it and this will just be tickling. Momo gently takes the cheek just to pinch it. Momo, you better be. After letting go, they both laugh and walk to the restaurant where they would eat the best wings. Upon entering, they were greeted by a certain orange-haired girl. Vicky, wow, they are the couple of the year. Momo, giggles. Izuku, red as strawberry, Vicky. Vicky, yeah, don't be like that anymore. Vicky takes them to a table where they both sit down to place their order. Vicky, there's no need for the usual. Vicky leaves, leaving the couple alone. Momo, come on Momo just say it. Izuku, okay, come on just say it all might help. Momo Izuku you. Vicky, her order of wings and something else. Izuku, anything else? Vicky places a chocolate poster decorated with a mint-covered cream. Momo, and why is that? Vicky, courtesy. At a somewhat remote table, wearing very bad disguises, they saw that scene. Midnight, with a trench coat and hat, how cute. Shoto, with a mustache, my lucky bro. Jiro, with mustache, this is ridiculous. Shoto, of course they are not perfect costumes. Back with the couple after having been delighted with the wings, they tried the poster. Izuku, a delicious. Momo, delicious. Izuku, we should tell them that we saw them following us a while ago. Momo, don't let them think we didn't notice. Izuku, Come on, just say it, you can Momo you. Momo Izuku you. Both were afraid to finish the sentence for fear of rejection until it was Momo who decided to speak. Momo, Izuku, what do you feel for me? Izuku would turn beet red, but calming down a bit he decided to speak. Izuku, Momo, you are an intelligent, kind, and determined person, and I really like that about you. Momo, in truth, people usually only approach me because of my last name, thinking they can get benefits. Izuku, shaking his head in denial, even though your last name is known, what attracts me to you is your beautiful personality. Momo blushes at what the green-haired man said. Momo, you know, Izuku, I like you. Izuku, surprised, really? Momo, yes, that smile and your determination only make you more attractive in my eyes. Izuku, very embarrassed, scratches the back of his neck and then answers. Izuku, you know Momo, I feel the same way too, I like you. Momo approached Izuku and received a kiss on the lips, surprising him but reciprocating. She was somewhat clumsy but very sweet and soft. While a certain trio. Midnight, crying, how nice, my babies have already left the nest. Shoto, my bro is already a man. Jiro, raising a thumb. Back with our partner. Momo, slight blush, sorry I'm new to this. Izuku, slight blush, don't worry, me too. Izuku pays the bill to leave the place. Momo, if you want, you can take my hand. Izuku, a little shyly, takes her hand and both feel a current running through his body. Momo approaches Izuku to lean on his shoulder despite the difference in size between her and him. Momo, I like this. Izuku, same for me. They both walked towards the UA watching the sunset give way to night. While a trio watched them from a distance. Midnight, crying comically, how beautiful is young love. Shoto, crying, my mature bro. Jiro, with a slight smile and shedding a few tears, nice, well-made cinnamon roll. While with the couple who were walking. Izuku, then we are. Momo, yes love. It was another day at UA where our future heroes had another day of school, but many noticed their vice president and a certain green-haired man were happier than usual, and only two knew why. Mineta, how strange, Yaoyuruzu is happier than usual. Sero, he's not the only one, Midoriya is the same. Pointing to Midoriya where he was humming a song while putting the finishing touches on the work Ashawa had requested. Denki, yes, very strange, has Midoriya already found a girlfriend? Bakugo, ha 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 ha. The nerd. If he has a girlfriend, I'll dye my hair pink for the rest of the year. Jiro arrives to intervene. Jiro, fine, I'll take your word for it, Bakugo. Denki, what do you mean? Jiro, you'll know today after class, okay? Jiro leaves, leaving the group confused. Denki, it's probably just a joke. Mineta, if anyone is going to have a girlfriend, it would be me, showing proud pose. Sero, bro, it's not bad to dream, but even if you were the last obsession in the world, you'll never have a girlfriend. Mineta would start crying comically until his sensei arrives with the happiest mood in the world. Ashawa, annoyed, I'll ask for a raise. Well, my children, I hope you've finished your work. Everyone hands in their work shortly after Ashawa begins to give his class on how the subject of quirks can affect and benefit. Shortly after, he falls asleep in his sleeping bag and lies in a corner. Everyone, how irresponsible. Jiro calls Kirishima to ask him for a favor. Kirishima, do I know how to have hair? Yes, but why? Jiro, with a malicious smile, you'll know this afternoon. Kirishima, okay? Momo only looked in the direction of Asia Midoriya who was talking with Ida and Uraka about trivial things until her best friend took her out of her world. Jiro, well, Mrs. Midoriya, are you dreaming about your children? That's why Momo will turn so red that the chilies would be jealous. Momo, lady? Children. Kyoka, don't say those things, while covering her face with both hands. Jiro, with a chuckle, well, remember what we talked about this afternoon, right? Momo, of course. Flashback. Shortly after leaving the place and walking towards UA, Momo and Izuku tell their friends to come out of hiding. Momo, very well Kyoka, get out of there. Izuku, you too Todoroki. They both come out from a corner along with Midnight. Jiro, did you already know we were following you? Shoto, how perfect our costumes were, stroking his mustache. Midnight, super happy, my children are in love, How cute they look, while she hugs herself. Momo and Izuku with a drop of anime style sweat at how their teacher is doing. Jiro, and will they tell the others or will they keep it a secret? Shoto, oh, like my novel, with stars in my eyes. Izuku, well really, looking at Momo, what do you want to do? Momo, thinking, I think it would be better to tell them as soon as possible to avoid misunderstandings. Jiro, then it will be tomorrow after classes. Momo, I think it's correct. Izuku, okay, I won't refuse, but don't say anything, okay? Everyone looks at their sensei because she tends to be a bit gossipy about these kinds of matters. Midnight, I won't say anything, only to the teachers, of course, to any student, I swear. The students were hesitant but accepted. Jiro, we will spread the news but without giving away what it is about. End of the flashback. Jiro, well, I thought you'd regret it. While with Izuku. Uraka, what kind of notice? Ida, if Ashawa sensei hasn't told me anything about a warning? Izuku, it's more of a personal thing. Ashawa watches from her corner while thinking about what Namuri had told her this morning. Ashawa, who would say a troubled boy and the smartest in the class, let's see how far this goes. Ashawa gets up from his jacket to interrupt what they were talking about. Ashawa, very well my children, time to train. Shortly after, the group of students already in their hero costumes at the city's training camp. Momo, raising her hand, Sensei, what kind of training will we have today? Ashawa, sighing, fights, but unfortunately it will be against. A certain albino rabbit with her typical personality falls from the sky. Mirko, very animated, very well brats ready to meet your creator. Ashawa, you see, the heroine Mirko wants to fight the couple who almost defeated her. Mirko, nobody has ever given me this much of a fight, but I want to warm up first, so who goes first? While snapping his fingers. Everyone takes a step back, leaving a confused grape-haired man. Mineta, wait, what happened? That day Mineta met his creator. The afternoon had already passed and the students were walking towards the dormitories, somewhat hurt, plus a dwarf who was wearing a cone on his neck. Mineta, I can't feel my bones. Denki, I can barely walk. Bakugo, not even my mom is that rude. Momo walked supported by Midoriya because they suffered worse than them. Izuku, thank goodness she's not a teacher. Momo, I agree, dear. Izuku blushes a little because of that nickname. Momo just laughs like her boyfriend blushes when the group of students arrives at the room as Shoto and Jiro talk. Jiro, well, we're all here. Shoto, Midoriya and Yaoiruzu have something to tell us. Uraka, what could it be? Jiro, maybe it will surprise you. Izuku and Momo stand in front of their classmates to talk. Momo takes Izuku's hand and hugs him to say, Momo, Izuku and I are dating. Many were shocked, others even more so. Mina/Toru, squeal, how cute. Mineta, crying blood, no. Ida, what? How? When? Huh? While moving like a defective robot. Tsuyu, ribbit, I didn't expect that. Kirishima, my bro is already a manly man. Bakugo, what? Uraka, for her part, was short-circuiting with her eyes staring into nothingness. Uraka, boyfriend? Yamomo and Deku. Deku and Yamomo. Boyfriend. She kept repeating without stopping until a certain pink-haired girl brings her back to reality. Mina, Uraka, are you okay? Uraka, yes, I'm fine, somewhat sad voice. Momo, are you sure? Uraka, it hurts a lot but I must be strong, of course. Yamomo, I'm happy for you, showing a smile. Suddenly a tongue and tape wrap around Bakugo. Bakugo, what the hell? Jiro, time to do what you said, holding a bottle of dye. Tsuyu, that's right, Bakugo, Kyoka already told me about your word. Sero, that's right, it's not manly not to comply. Bakugo, give me extras, this is a damn joke, the nerd can't have a girlfriend, and I don't believe it. Jiro, well, believe it, it's true, let's go to the bathroom, my henchman. Jiro along with Tsuyu, Sero, Kirishima and Mina are dragging Bakugo. Mina, giggles, it will be fun. Shoto, I have to see this. Shoto follows the group leaving the couple. Izuku, it was better than I thought. Momo, they took it better than I imagined. Izuku, hey, do you want to watch a movie? Momo, nods, yes I would like. Izuku, do you know what you think about forming the reading club? Momo, We'll solve that tomorrow. While some of his companions were still in shock. Sato, how? Ojiro, huh? Shoji, thumbs up emoji. Tokoyami, the light became brighter. Shadow, deep. So from the declaration to the class things would return to normal, well almost. Now we are in another day in room 2A. Bakugo, Shvivin ni giving some explosions. Sero/Denki/Mineta, ha 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 ha. If Bakugo now has pastel pink hair. Bakugo, damn raccoon eyes, you'll pay for this. Mina, whistling innocently. While that happened, Momo and Izuku were hugging each other while reading a certain nameless book. Izuku, It seems there are several stories. Momo, but each one is a different perspective. Izuku, I still have no idea what it could be called in you. Momo, sighing, I don't have anything yet but I like these moments, giving him a kiss on his cheek. Izuku, blushing, me too, giving him a kiss on his cheek. All of this was seen by the girls and some of the green-haired boys' friends. Toru, how nice, I hope one day I find someone like Midoriya. Mina, hey Ochako, do you really not care? Uraka, no, if Deku is happy I won't get in the way, smiling. Jiro, that's very mature of you. At that moment, Jiro sees Shoto writing something in a notebook. Jiro, another Todoroki conspiracy. Shoto, no. It's the wedding plan, do you think they'd like a luxurious or a cheap one? Jiro, thinking, leave it in the middle, neither so luxurious nor so economical. Shoto writes that down in his notebook. Tsuyu, wow, do you think you'll last long enough to plan your wedding? While putting a finger on her chin. Jiro, of course, the two are so alike, shrugging, and I, as the future godmother, must ensure an excellent wedding. Toru, have you already named yourself a godmother? Jiro, I'm her best friend so yes. Shoto, and as his best friend, I will be the godfather, crying proudly while placing a hand on his chest. Ida, how? When? What? Unusual. Uraka, I think Ida still hasn't recovered from that shock. Tsuyu, well, Midoriya with a girlfriend is the same as seeing Bakugo being kind to Ribbit. That's where his sensei arrives with the same spirits as every day. Ashawa, very well my offspring today. Go to Bakugo? No. A sprout straight. Then he approached Bakugo and gave him his ear. Ashawa, how could you, Bakugo, go to that side without telling me? Bakugo, what? I'm not one of those shy five ni. Kirishima, raising his hand, Sensei is not what you think, he lost a challenge and that was his punishment. Ashawa lets go of Bakugo's ear to let out a long sigh and speak. Ashawa, thank goodness I don't care about your tastes, but let me know. Anyway, take out your notebooks. Today we have history class. While taking out his notebooks, Ashawa sees Momo looking at Midoriya with a look of tenderness. Ashawa, my problem boy has grown, giving a small smile. So the class passed normally until lunchtime where Momo and Izuku ate together. Izuku Momo is not necessary. Momo, but I want to do it, let me, making a puppy face. Izuku, damn how can I not resist that cuteness okay you win. Momo was feeding Izuku until Yego, the dark side of UA. Monoma, it can't be. How is it possible that Class A already has a partner and is nothing more than? Someone hits him hard on the back of the head to make him unconscious. Kendo, sorry, it slipped out. So the rumors are true. Momo, rumors? Kendo, yes, in Class 1A a couple was formed, but it was you and Midoriya. Izuku, sadly scratching his cheek, I still don't believe it. Kendo, well, I'll leave you with your little romantic moment. So Kendo dragged an unconscious Monoma to his group. Tetsu, sorry, President, I got away from you. So, are the rumors true? Kendo, yes. Apparently they are Yaoiruzu and Midoriya. Komori Midoriya, wow, I didn't expect that. Setsuna, wow, the shyest was the boldest. Ibara, may God bless this beautiful couple and may they be blessed with happiness, making a prayer. So he spent lunchtime heading to the dorms to hang out. Momo, well, see you later, Izuku. Izuku, calm down my beautiful Reina, just have fun with your friends, giving her a kiss on the lips. After the kiss, they both go with their groups of friends to chat for a while. Mina, wow, Reina looking at her with a mischievous smile. Momo, blushing, Mina, Don't say it like that. Uraka, how cute. Deku could be quite a poet. Jiro, that only adds more points. Momo, points for what? Looking at her friend out of the corner of her eye. Jiro, don't kiss me like that. Momo, then tell me why you said that. Jiro, silly, how do you not know points for your wedding? It's not obvious. That made Momo blush and cover her face in embarrassment. Suyu, bury ya Momo, you got jealous for nothing ribbit. Momo, am I jealous? Mina, when Jiro said that, didn't you think that Jiro wanted to take it from you, OC? Momo, what? Of course not, well maybe yes. Jiro, yeah, Momo would never do that to you. You and that cinnamon roll should be together. Momo hugs her friend for thinking badly. Momo, I'm so sorry. Mina, now that everything is settled, how about we watch a movie? Toru, today I choose the movie. While with Izuku. Shoto, and that's why I think Smurfs live through vents. Izuku, Todoroki, you're a good friend. But that theory is the most absurd one you've ever told me. Kirishima, well, no worse than the psychic ducks. Denki, or the one about the yokai that you say are our angels. Ida, oh, that one who says I'm a robot from the future. Shoto, all 100% confirmed. Everyone let out a long sigh because changing his friend's mind was impossible. Shoto, changing the subject, tell me Midoriya, when will you meet Yaoiruzu's parents? Izuku, huh? Todoroki, it's too early for that. Ida, I don't think so Midoriya, the sooner the better. Kirishima, I don't think so. You should take your time to get to know each other a little better before taking that step. Ida, thinking, you're right, sorry Midoriya for what I said before. But you still have to prepare for when that day comes. Izuku, sighing, I know Ida. Kirishima, Ola and Bakugo? Denki, I saw him go out to the patio with Mineta. A huge explosion is heard and then a furious pink-haired Bakugo is seen going to his room. Denki, my bro. Everyone saw Mineta buried in the ground, only seeing his legs. Kirishima, it will be a tough year. Izuku, as long as no one mentions his hair will be safe. While with the girls. Momo, Mina, it's not the time yet, nervous. Mina, what? There's nothing wrong with meeting your future in-laws. Uraka, Mina should take their time for it. Suyu, yes, but you should still prepare Midoriya ribbit. Jiro, yes, my friend, your family is very rich and we don't know how they would receive it. Momo thinks for a moment about what her friend said. Momo, I'll talk to him tomorrow. Toru, let's leave the drama for another day, the movie is about to start. But Momo would be left wondering how to talk to her now boyfriend for the day she introduces him to her parents. It's been 2 weeks since Izuku and Momo started dating, and Bakugo is now known as the Pink Bomb. The pair's relationship had progressed very well, getting to know each other's likes and dislikes and even supporting each other through difficult times. Currently, they're with Riko Vairi after combat training, since a certain green-haired man got injured again. Momo, Bakugo passing by this time. Izuku had slight burns and a few scratches. Izuku, but I'm fine. Momo, worried, love, almost your entire body is burned. Izuku, saddened. At that point, a rich girl arrives with a somewhat annoyed face. Riko Vairi girl, wow, she is my regular patient. Izuku receives a blow with the cane and a scolding. Riko Vairi girl, at least this time it wasn't you, but that hottie with legs. Either way, congratulations. Izuku, huh? Momo, giggles, I think he's referring to our thing. Izuku, blushing and embarrassed, how did I not realize? Riko Vairi girl, I'll leave it to you, young lady. Maybe you'll take away the imprudence. Momo, so it will be. Izuku, do they know I'm here? So the duo walks through the hallways to go to the bedrooms while chatting. Momo, well, I think Mr. Dogday's book could be a love story. Izuku, yes, but it also has mystery and betrayal as well as revenge. Momo, thinking, you're right. Izuku, changing the subject, you're improving in combat, not bad at all. Momo, looking at Izuku, well I have the best teacher and boyfriend in the world, smiling. Izuku, red as strawberry, well it's not that bad I just showed you the little I know. Momo and Izuku take their hands and walk together to the dorms where they are now watching their mystery program together with Shoto and Sero. While the girls were talking. Mina, I'm so jealous, yeah Momo is so lucky. Toru, but how cute they both are together. Uraka, they are destined. Tsuyu, hey, did you see the latest news ribbit, looking at her phone? Jiro, what news? Everyone sees their amphibian friend's phone and sees a news story that said the daughter of the Yaoyuruzu family was in a relationship with a boy and there was a picture of them in the gym where they train. Jiro, I think the cinnamon roll will experience its worst nightmare. Uraka, Deku will make it, I think. Mina, well, only time will tell. Bakugo appears with his typical attitude. Bakugo, ha 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 ha, that nerd won't survive. Mina, do you want to bet? Bakugo, what do you offer raccoon eyes? Jiro, with an evil laugh and moving his jacks, you won't like it if you lose. So after a certain bet was made, the couple said goodbye to each other and returned to the gym tomorrow. The next morning we can already see the smartest duo practicing in a certain gym. Momo, still hitting the bag. Izuku, well done Momo, in these last few days she has improved a lot. Momo, thank you very much. They both drank some water until an orange hair appeared. Vicky, yes, they are my favorite clients, how are they? Momo/Izuku, Vicky, how are you? Vicky, well, I see that you have improved your movements, not bad, Yaoyuruzu. Momo, sad, please, it's not that bad. Vicky, anyway, I'll leave you, see you on Sunday as always, bye. So Momo and Izuku leave the gym to take a break in a park under the shade of a tree. Izuku used his girlfriend's legs as pillows and Momo caressed her beautiful green hair. Izuku, comfortable you know Momo, I like these moments of peace. Momo, me too. So it was a moment of tranquility where the soft wind that blew delicately moved Momo's hair, all seen by Izuku. Izuku, you know Momo, there is no one who can compare to your beauty, because even the angels would feel envy. Momo, blushing, Izuku, what things you say, how I adore him, giving him a sweet kiss on the lips. So it would stay for a while until Momo's phone rings. Momo, give me a moment, my cute green knight. Momo answers the call, which is from her mother. Momo, hello mom, how are you? Mom, Momo love, how are you doing in class? Is everything okay? Do you eat every day? Momo, yes, mom, of course. Mom, that's great, dear. You see, he's calling you for a small matter. Momo subject? Mom, you see, there's a news story on the internet that says you're dating someone. Momo, blushing, well, yes, Mom, I'm dating someone. Mom, excited, how nice. I hope he's a real gentleman. Momo, of course it is, Mom. Mom, you see, your father wants to meet him. Momo, huh? Nervous, meeting him, Mom, you'll see. Mom, perfect, does that sound good to you? Tomorrow at 6 o'clock? Momo, Mom, I think. The call hangs up and she sees her lover with a somewhat nervous look. Izuku, did something happen? Momo, I think the plan we had will have to be brought forward. Izuku, nervous, Momo, hadn't we planned to meet them when we've been dating for a month? Momo, well. It seems that someone posted a photo of us and my father saw it and wants to meet you. Izuku. Momo, love? Izuku, AA. Momo, calm down my love, have you practiced for this moment? Izuku, swallowing. Momo, what do you think if we go for some ice cream to calm our nerves? Izuku, yes, let's go. Hours later in the bedrooms. Jiro, okay Midoriya, ya Momo, how are you? They both look a bit restless. Uraka, well out of curiosity, what exactly was your plan? Izuku, well the original idea was to wait until a month has passed. Momo, and then go first with Izuku's mom. Izuku, and then go with Momo's parents. Kirishima, I see, first the easy, then the difficult. Izuku/Momo, nodding. Jiro, don't worry, Midoriya, you fought villains. This should be a piece of cake for you. Izuku, Jiro, villains are one thing and a father is another. Momo, and my dad was very overprotective.
Bakugo, ha 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 ha.
Bakugo walks away mocking the situation. Momo, annoyed, what's wrong with Muslims today? Jiro, ignore him. Uraka, come on Deku cheers. Momo takes her boyfriend's hand and rubs it to calm his nerves. Momo, everything will be fine, Okay, it just came early. Izuku sees that smile that always calms him in stressful situations. Izuku, okay, I think it doesn't cost anything anyway, I would have to meet them. Momo and Izuku hug each other to calm their nerves for tomorrow, all seen by their friends. Uraka/Jiro, how cute. Kirishima, that's how it's done, bro. A new day dawns at the UA where a certain green-haired man walks around his room very nervous about what will happen tonight. Izuku, nervous, what do I do, what do I do? Does anyone have any good advice? Izuku looks at his All Might figures to find an answer. Izuku, but what am I saying? They are just figures, they can't talk. Then he leaves his room to go look for some good advice from someone he knows. Then he runs into his conspiratorial friend on the stairs. Shoto, Midoriya, where are you going so nervous? Izuku, you see, I was going to see. Shoto, All Might will surely give you some good fatherly advice. Izuku, for the last time, All Might is not my father. Shoto, raising an eyebrow, of course, and Mineta is not an Unpalampa. Izuku continues on his way, and when he arrives at the common room there is Momo drinking her tea quietly. Momo, good morning, Izuku. Izuku, good morning. They give each other a short kiss on the lips and then tell Momo that she had to do something before going to class. Momo, calm down, love, you'll see that everything will be fine. Izuku, nervous, I know, but it's better to prepare myself if I don't want to die. So Izuku leaves after saying goodbye to Momo. Upon arriving at UA he goes with the only person who could give him advice and meeting where he always does. All Might, young Midoriya, it's been a long time since you last visited me. Izuku, scratching his cheek, I've been busy. All Might, see, Namuri already told me. Congratulations. Izuku, sadly, thanks. You see, I might have to ask you for some advice. All Might, advice? What kind? Izuku, you see, today I'll see Momo's parents and All Might, and you want to make a good impression. Izuku, nodding. All Might, you see, young man, I don't know much about this subject, but the best thing you can do are 3 simple things. Izuku, what could they be? All Might. 1. Be confident. Don't show weakness and be strong for her if you truly love her. 2. Manners and respect for them. They'll ask you questions, so answer honestly. 3. Show that you are trustworthy and that you will always protect her no matter what. Izuku writes down everything his mentor said in his notebook. All Might, oh, and one more younger thing. Izuku, what thing, All Might? All Might, smiling, form a big family and be happy. Izuku is just a little bit worried about what his teacher said, raising a thumb to ensure that it will be so, withdrawing, leaving his mentor alone. All Might, you'll need luck, young Midoriya. So Izuku sees his class while they were waiting for his sensei, being surrounded by some of his friends who gave him luck. Denki, bro, if you don't survive, I can keep the Nintendo 64. Mineta, and me with your collection of classic movies. Kirishima, hey, don't be like that. Don't pay attention to them. Good luck, Midoriya bro. While with the girls. Tsuyu, yeah Momo, I see you very calm, Ribbit. Momo, I know everything will be fine. Uraka, from what you told us, your dad is very proctor. Momo, sighing, well, you know, the only daughter of one of the richest families in Japan. Jiro, the pressure and that there might be interested parties. Momo, extract. Toru, but we're talking about Midoriya, he's as pure as a little boy. Mina, I'm sure your parents will love it, smiling. Momo, my mom, yes. But my father. Uraka, don't worry, Deku has faced worse situations. Then comes his favorite teacher with his usual attitude. Ashawa, very well, everyone in their places or I'll expel you. So the classes passed normally until the agreed time approached. With Izuku in his room. Izuku, well, it's the best I have. I hope to make a good impression. Izuku looks at himself in his mirror wearing navy blue jeans, his typical red sneakers and a black t-shirt. Izuku, okay Izuku, it's time for the most dangerous battle, here I go. While with Momo in his room. Momo, how do I look, girls? Jiro, you look. Mina, fabulous. Toru, of course, for a family dinner it's not much. Momo was wearing a bright red dress with matching heels, showing part of her back and wearing a silver necklace. Momo, Mom, I say I'm making a reservation at a restaurant. Tsuyu, Well, at least Midoriya will have less weight, I suppose. Ribbit. Momo. Well. Dad wanted it to be at home, but Mom convinced him to go to a restaurant. Uraka. Okay, yeah Momo, everything will be fine, you'll see. While with our green-haired desert that was already going down to the common room. Izuku. Hey guys. Denki. Wow, bro, what a handsome guy. Tokoyami. You're shining. Aoyama. Nobody shines like me, making ridiculous poses. Wolf 5. Bakugo. Fail already, you damn idiot. That way you won't stop me from becoming number 1. Izuku. Sarcasm. Thanks for your encouragement, Kachan. With that, Momo comes down, marveling those present in the room. Izuku. You look beautiful. Momo. Blushes. Thanks Izuku. Mineta. Oh my god, how? He didn't finish speaking as he was knocked out by Izuku with a blow. Izuku. Don't you dare say that, I'm trying to be human. Momo. Thanks Izuku. Izuku, extending his arm, let's go, my queen. Momo, giggles, yes my green knight. So both leave the building but not before listening to some advice from their delegate. Ida, remember not to arrive late. That's not what a UA student should do. Momo, calm down Ida, that's how it will be. So our couple leaves to go outside the UA. Izuku, then they will send for us or. Momo, they will send for us. Then a limo arrives that surprises Izuku a lot. Izuku, amazed, a limo. Momo, giggles, what did you expect? Izuku, I don't know? I always knew you were rich but I'd never been on one. Izuku opens the door for Momo to get in first, so the two of them are already inside the limousine, starting their journey to their destination. Meanwhile, the driver receives a call. Driver, hello sir. Dad, and what can you tell me about him? Driver, he was a real gentleman to the lady. Dad, that doesn't prove anything to me. Driver, sir, from what I see, looking in the rearview mirror as Momo and Izuku talk, you seem to be a good man. Dad, I'll see that myself. Hang up the call. Driver, not even a goodbye good luck boy. While with our partner. Momo, well then you think it could be something from real life? Izuku, well the book gives clues to it but I'm not sure. So the limo was heading to its destination where our protagonist will face the biggest challenge of his life, his in-laws. And that's it for part 1 of this MHA love story. Will Izuku survive meeting Momo's parents? Will Bakugo ever accept his new pink-haired nickname? Find out in the next chapter.